Hi, and welcome to my channel. I am the Brick Perfectionist. Today I am going to be reviewing and comparing two Indiana Jones Lego sets. First we have set 7623 Temple Escape with 554 pieces. I purchased this set back in 2008 when it was released. The retail value was $59.99 USD. Currently, it is valued over $600. I spent about a week, maybe a week and a half, gathering all of the pieces to the different Indiana Jones Lego sets that I own. The nostalgia of seeing this set after maybe a decade from the last time it was built, that was a nice feeling. I had to even make a stop to Bricks and Minifigures in order to obtain a few of the missing pieces I had, one of which being the gray grass element, which are used for the headdresses on top of the stone skulls. There are 4 that come with this set, and one of mine was broken. 2 of the 3 leaves were missing. I am very happy that I did not lose the rolling ball piece itself. That currently runs for about $80 US. Mine has been in a bin of pieces for a while now, and I am surprised of its condition. My golden idol, however, has seen better days. Now that we've reached the end of the speed build, let's take a look at the minifigures. First we have Indiana Jones. He comes with his whip and satchel, which were new pieces back in 2008, as well as his iconic fedora style hat. This is also the most common variation of the Indiana Jones minifigures. Next we have Belloc, who shares a face printing with Draco Malfoy from some of the early Harry Potter sets. He comes with a revolver, and his torso print is based off of his safari uniform. This is the only Belloc minifigure that was created up until 2023. Next we have Satipo, who comes with a torch. The only part exclusive to this figure would be his torso. The flame element that comes with his torch is the old style with 2 small pegs. This was also the only Satipo minifigure that was created up until 2023. Now we have the only version of Jock that was created. He comes with a fishing pole piece, and is the only minifigure in this set to come with back printing. His face was also used for the first version of Peter Parker. Finally, we have a skeleton who comes with a spear. There are 2 skeletons that come with this set, both of which include the second variation of the battle droid arms. This particular skull print was used between 2002 and 2009. Moving on to the overview. First up, we have Jock's plane. Just as it was in the movie, this plane is meant to sit 2 minifigures. On both sides are stickers with the logo OBCPO, which stands for Obi-Wan Kenobi and C-3PO. Jock's pet snake Reggie is also included in the set. I would say the scale of this build is very accurate to what we see on screen. As for the terrain portion of this set, I would like to start at the entrance. We have Belloc waiting for Indiana Jones to make his escape. Moving through the cave entrance, we arrive at our first trap, activated by pulling a pin. A second trap for an unlucky Satipo, the remains of previous visitors, Through the cobwebs and the trick doorway, we arrive at the pit that Indy and Satipo have to swing across. They must watch where they step in order to reach the golden idol. The bag of sand that Indy replaces the idol with is not heavy enough and causes another trap to cave in the temple. In a rush to escape the debris, Indiana sets off the arrow traps from the floor. Satipo is the first to swing back across the pit using Indy's whip. He then asks to trade the whip for the idol, betraying Indiana Jones as he passes back through the trap door that begins to close. After the door has completely closed, the stone ball is launched from a track above, causing Indiana Jones to sprint all the way back to the entrance of the cave. The rolling ball piece is held in place by one of the leaf elements clipped to one of the tracks. Now we have set 77015, Temple of the Golden Idol, with 1,545 pieces. Inside the protective cardboard are one instruction booklet and one page of 18 stickers. After cleaning up my workspace, I find the 2 bags labeled 1, where I will then begin the speed build. If you've made it this far, I hope you're enjoying, and I would like to take this time to explain what the goal of my channel is. You may have noticed a sneak peek of my background artwork at the beginning of the video. If you are already curious about that, you can skip to about 16.5 minutes. Those of you in your early 20s or older may remember the LEGO Studios theme. A handful of those sets included a backdrop that helped tie different elements of the set together. 1351 even has a motorized spinning backdrop. This is personally something I really wanted to see brought back to LEGO. As an artist, I took the opportunity to make that a reality. With that being said, I will be creating one of these for each set that I review. I would also like to focus on recreating sets that have yet to be updated. If you would like to see anything specific on this channel, please let me know in the comments below. I wanted to start with the Indiana Jones sets, given the fact the 5th movie, The Dial of Destiny, was just released. I will not be discussing any spoilers, however I would like to say I did enjoy the movie, and I would recommend watching it for yourself. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for LEGO to release Dial of Destiny sets. Many people are skeptical, but the Temple of Doom set is confirmed to at least be put aside. We still have yet to see anything from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. If LEGO decides to revisit any of the first 4 movies, we could get something for the new movie. Focusing back on the speed build, I am about halfway through where the number of pieces has already surpassed the original set. I had to actually splice 3 videos together for the speed build. It took me about 4.5 hours in order to complete the Temple of the Golden Idol. I still had a lot of fun building it. I think my favorite part about the set is the rolling ball mechanism, although I do like the way that the sandbag sinks into the idol's pedestal. Nowadays, there are so many different types of new pieces. That was a huge inspiration for creating my own channel and updating older sets. I was still happy to see that there were a few parts which translated from the original set to the new version. For example, the tan skulls on the front of the base used the same 1x2 Technic brick for the eyes. There are a fair amount of the original leaf elements in 2 shades of green, and the original mold for the golden idol has been used. It's a shame that the chrome gold coins no longer are in production. I would love to see LEGO remake those with their drum lacquered gold. I think it would be a very nice addition to have had these on the steps leading up to the idol. Regardless, I think the tiles on the floor were done very well. With this being an 18 plus set, there is one thing I do not like. I think everyone would agree with me that no set with that age rating should have stickers. I honestly do not recall any 4+ sets that include a sticker sheet. I am now on the 10th and final bag, where I am building the head carving that sits above the golden idol pedestal. I did not expect how easy it would be to reset this mechanism after it's deployed. I do wish that there was a way for more debris to have been dropped, other than just the full head. All in all, I still think that this turned out to be in my top 10 favorite LEGO sets. If you would like, please let me know what some of your favorite LEGO sets are. I will do my best to feature them in an upcoming video. I am highly impressed with the updated minifigures. The number one thing that I go for when buying a LEGO set is what minifigures are included and what type of pieces are in the set. If you are someone who prioritizes buying your LEGO sets in the same way, I would highly recommend 77015. Now that I have the figures built, let's take a closer look. First, we have Indiana Jones, who features a new dual molded hat. He has a secondary face print with cobwebs after exiting the cave, and he is holding the bag of sand that he replaces the idol with. Finally, the satchel and whip pieces are being reused from the past. Next, we have the updated Satipo. There are 2 tarantulas included on his back printing. His figure includes a torch and a brick-built version of Indiana Jones' whip. He has a frightened secondary face print and Ron Weasley's original hair in black. This is the first time a Havitos warrior has been depicted in LEGO. He comes with a bow and arrow and also has the same Ron Weasley hairpiece in black. There is also an angry secondary face print depicting when Indiana Jones escapes from Belloc. Which brings us to our final figure, Belloc himself. He is holding a revolver and is using the same hat piece as before, although this time Belloc is recolored in tan instead of dark tan. There is nothing to cover up a secondary face print, so he does not have one. Let's take a look at the finished product of 77015. Belloc and the Havitos warrior await Indiana Jones at the entrance of the temple. The traps we see are very similar to the original build. However, there are new details with lots of new parts. Unfortunately, the head sculptures cannot shoot arrows, but the giant head does fall when you replace the idol with the bag of sand. I will show you a demonstration of that here. Moving from right to left, the first dial controls dropping the bag of sand, as well as the head sculpture. The second dial swings the minifigures across the pit, which is now a black void rather than an open base. The third dial controls moving the trapdoor up and down. Here is Satipo caught in the trap, and a demonstration of the mechanism for the rolling ball. This version is brick built, and personally I think the movement is more appealing. Some of the additional details are the printed 2x3 tiles, the cobweb, a lot of leaves, 2 lines from the movie, and a few stone head sculptures. After replacing the idol on its pedestal, resetting the set is quick and simple, as long as you aren't turning the dial the wrong way. This is a perfect set for displaying on a bookshelf, although I think I can kick it up a notch. As previously mentioned, here is my custom backdrop for 77015. I mainly referenced a shot of the movie where Indiana Jones is escaping the Temple of the Golden Idol. The 2 things I wanted to focus on were the lighting of the forest and making a few of the leaves look like Lego pieces. I have been drawing for about 2 decades now. One of my favorite things to create are landscapes. I had a lot of fun creating this because of that. If you're wondering what type of materials I'm using, I started out with a plain number 2 pencil for the sketch. The outlines were drawn using varying sizes of micron pens. Everything is then colored in using different Copic markers. First, I use different shades of gray. That way, my darker colors are bolder and my lighter colors are brighter. Copic markers blend very well because they're alcohol-based. That technique is a lot harder to pull off with water-based markers. Still, there are many ways to create a drawing like this. I wanted to emphasize the objects in the foreground, so after adding a few more colors, I re-outlined those things with Sharpie. Finally, to make this jungle feel more enclosed, I also used white colored pencil to create light shining through the trees, finalizing the backdrop. I built a stand for this that resembles the jungle floor. I tried my best to come up with something that would tie the main set and the backdrop together. Everything is held in place with just a couple of wedges and a slope piece. I do want to upgrade this down the road. Here are the final results. I am very happy with how this turned out. There will be a lot more of these in the future. Again, if you'd like to see anything in particular from my channel, please let me know. I will try my best with purchasing any of those sets that I do not own. I plan to release a video every 2 weeks on Fridays. Once I have a routine down, then I hope to post every week. My next video will be for sets 7621 and 77013. I would also like to mention I do not have a platform set up to sell my artwork. If you would like a custom background for one of your sets, let me know and I will see what I can do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.